Before we start, a note. The cartoon you're about to watch was made in 1941 by Fleischer Studios. It is public domain. The character in it is not. So we're going to do something simple. You know who this is. I know who this is. We're going to call him Vanguard. The S on his chest isn't his name. It isn't his initial. It's his promise. He's the sentinel, the one who runs towards what everyone else runs from so that everyone else doesn't have to. That's all you need to know. This is the mechanical monster. It costs more per minute to make than almost any animated film of its era. It's 10 minutes long. It came out in 1941, and it still hasn't been topped. Let's go. Up in the sky. Not a bird, not a plane, something else entirely. His name, the name the city gave him, is Vanguard. Nobody knows where he came from. Nobody needed to. What the city knew was simpler than that. When something came that couldn't be stopped, he was already there. Faster than the thing that chased you, stronger than the thing in your way. The S on his chest is not decoration, it is a statement. Sentinel, one who stands between you and whatever is coming. By day, he works at a newspaper. Mild-mannered, unremarkable. Kind of man nobody looks at twice. That is, of course, the point. And what's coming today is this. Mechanical monsters. That's what the city called them. Nobody built anything like this in 1941. Nobody imagined anything like this in 1941. Fleischer Studios did both. Look at the weight of them, the way they move. There's no digital shortcut here. Every frame of this is hand-drawn, hand-inked, hand-painted. Scale is achieved the old-fashioned way by making the humans smaller, not the robots bigger. You feel the mass because the animators understood that size is a relationship, not a measurement. The thread is established in under 30 seconds. No origin, no explanation, no committee. Just, here's the danger. Here's what it looks like. Now what are you going to do about it? Her name in this version is Lane. We're keeping that. It's a common enough name and she earned it. She's a reporter, a good one. Watch what she does in this cartoon and remember, because this version of this character in this 10-minute film made in 1941 is more competent and more purposeful than most versions of her that came after. She doesn't stumble into danger, she goes to find the story. There's a difference, it matters. The woman's angle. That's what they called it. 1941. You give her the dismissal, and she goes and gets the front page anyway. She always gets the front page. And here is where Fleischer Studios earns every frame. His villain's name doesn't matter. What matters is this: his factory, his operation, the mechanical logic of it, robots built, stored, dispatched, returned. There is an industrial coherence to this set design that most modern productions don't bother with. This place feels like it works, like someone actually thought through how you would run a robot theft operation if you were going to run one properly. This is production design, real production design, the kind that tells you everything about a character in a world without a single line of dialogue. The Fleischer brothers had a budget that would make modern animation studios uncomfortable. Max Fleischer invented the rotoscope, tracing live-action footage to achieve realistic movement. You can see it in every frame, the weight, the physics, the way bodies move through space as if they actually have mass. That is what 80 years of shortcuts have cost. You'll read about it in tomorrow's paper. She's being held captive in an underground robot factory by a man who has already demonstrated he is willing to steal and probably willing to kill, and her first instinct is to protect her story. That is not a damsel, that is a journalist. Remember this moment. We're coming back to it at the end. And here he is. No announcement, no dramatic entrance music. Well, there was, but we've replaced it. Just, he found her. He came, now watch what happened. This is the part where I stopped talking. This is a reason people have been asking for this. Right here. This frame. That is the answer to every question about why the Fleischer era matters. Clean. No committee notes. No third act twist. Monster is stopped. Story is filed. The city exits. Was it all to him? Maybe. He did pull her out of the factory. But she found the story. She went to get it. She protected it while being held captive. She got the front page. He ran towards the danger, so she didn't have to. She ran toward it anyway. That's the version of this I want back. The Mechanical Monsters was the second of 17 Fleischer Superman shorts produced between 1941 and 1943. Each one cost between $50,000 and $90,000 to make in 1941 money, for a 10-minute cartoon. Paramount thought Fleischer was spending too much and told them to bring the budget down. Fleischer said they couldn't make them cheaper without making them worse. Paramount took the series away and gave it to the Famous Studios anyway. You can see the difference immediately. Famous Studio versions look like Saturday morning cartoons. The Fleischer versions look like films. Max Fleischer invented the rotoscope in 1915. He invented the follow the bounce the ball sing-along. He created Betty Boop and Popeye. His studio made the first feature-length animated film with sound, Gulliver's Travels, 1939, 2 years before these cartoons. He lost his studio in 1942. Paramount took that too. The 17 shorts are public domain. You can watch all of them for free. I'd recommend starting here. The Mechanical Monsters, and then watching Billion Dollar Limited, and then The Arctic Giant, in that order. You'll understand by the third one why people are still talking about this 80 years later. The character in these cartoons is not public domain. Films are. The distinction is complicated. We called him Vanguard. The S on his chest is his promise. He is the sentinel. He goes first, so others don't have to. This has been SL Tonight. Felix Lebeski. Like, comment, subscribe, and good night.